Hey everyone, welcome back to the Rockin Roundtable. My name is Matthias.
And I'm Shay. Well. What's going on here?
Yeah, we're sitting in our new podcast studio, or Talkfest studio, as we call our podcast. And today we're just gonna do a vlog. We'll show you our vlog from the Sweden Rock Festival that we attended in June, beginning of June 2025. And so we attended Sweden Rock Festival, and after that we went to my hometown, Västerås, Sweden. And then we went to Stockholm a couple days, and we also spent a few days in Gothenburg, Sweden, on the west coast of Sweden. Some people may say it's the beautiful side of Sweden.
That's true. So I'm going to be, you're going to be seeing some footage as we're just having our discussion. So on June 1st is when we left for the airport.
Yeah, that's right. So we left Las Vegas in the afternoon, right?
Sunday, right.
Yeah. And thankfully it was a direct flight, or thankfully is, debatable.
To go where?
Yeah, so we went from, we took British Airways from Las Vegas to Heathrow, London. And from Heathrow, London, we flew to Copenhagen.
Yes.
And we had a little bit of an issue. What was that?
From London to Copenhagen?
Yeah.
They downgraded us, right? Because you could even see it on the ticket because of overselling, overbooking. So even though we already prepaid like 6 months in advance, right?
Yeah.
Like it's normal. There were 3 people, they said, got downgraded, and
Right.
we were 2 out of the 3. The poor guy in front of us was number 3. But we got downgraded to what, regular? What would you call that?
To premium economy, because we had paid for business class.
Yes.
Yeah. Because, and this was, I've flown British Airways before, but I didn't have any status with British Airways. And the way they do it, because they always oversell, pretty much every single flight you are on, they oversell it. And since they oversold it, they had to downgrade a few people from business class because they had higher status than us.
Yeah.
And we had none. So we, us 2 and, like I said, 1/3 guy were downgraded. But the people on the plane, the flight attendants, they were really good handling it. They took our, obviously we got some compensation. So they took our information, and they gave us champagne and snacks. And so no blame on the flight attendants. It's just the concept of how we haven't paid a lot of money for business class flights and then being downgraded. It was a bit of a bummer, but
I can laugh now, but I was fuming. You know me. I'm always so.
Yeah.
But you're right. They did the best they could, because don't shoot the messenger kind of a thing. You don't do that. So
Right.
they were just, and they kept apologizing.
Yeah, but they did a good job. So I'm not blaming them again, but I'm blaming British Airways, and we're probably not going to fly British Airways ever again after this.
So that flight wasn't that wasn't the long flight, like the 9-hour flight, 10-hour flight. This one was like a 2-hour. Can I remember?
Yeah, hour and a half.
Yeah,
Hour and a half.
which isn't bad. And it's like, if it's gonna be, let it be the shorter flight.
Yeah.
That's all I could say. So yeah.
No, it was not bad at all. But then we got in. It was delayed as well,
I can't remember that.
like an hour delay or even more. So we got even later into Copenhagen
Oh yeah.
than anticipated.
Okay. Now I remember. Yeah.
But we already knew that we will be late, meaning we can't go to Sweden, to our hotel in Sweden. So we had already booked a hotel at the airport in Copenhagen to stay one night there.
Yeah, one of our big favorite hotels right there at the
Right.
airport.
And okay, we are now at Copenhagen Airport. we have had a long travel, like insanely long travel. And everything from Las Vegas to London went well. And then we had a
7-Eleven, right?
well, I'm filming here.
I know. Oh, yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were facing this way.
Why would I do that?
Because why would you want to face your face? No.
Because I'm talking to the TV.
Okay. Hi.
Yeah.
I see a 7-Eleven, even in Copenhagen.
Yeah, we do have that here. Anyway, so, and then on the flight from London to Copenhagen, so we had paid for first class tickets. We were downgraded. I was like, fuck. But that's all good.
Let's just say we were livid.
Yeah, we were. and now we are at Copenhagen Airport. We're gonna take a train to Sweden Rock Festival. So the train we had booked was canceled. So we're like, what the fuck? So we are now waiting for the next train. So we're gonna have to wait 1 hour for the next train to arrive, so we can go to Sweden Rock Festival or to our hotel, because Sweden Rock Festival starts tomorrow. Right now it's Tuesday, and Sweden Rock Festival starts on Wednesday. So we're just trying to make things work. We're having a coffee here now at the Copenhagen Airport and waiting for the next train, which will be in about 1 hour. Anything you want to add, Shay?
No, but we're anxious, so we have to wait 1 more hour
Yeah.
for the next train.
And I already talked to one other metalhead going to Sweden Rock Festival. He had the same challenge. He's like, the fucking train is canceled. How do I get there? I'm like, well, apparently if a train gets canceled, which seems to be pretty common, you are allowed to take the one before or the one right after without buying a new ticket. And I guess you have to, if you don't, you have to buy a new ticket. And I think the original ticket, you're fucked. So no reimbursement.
I'm curious with that, because what if the original seats that we have in VIP, I wonder if
VIP
or whatever, what is it?
First class.
First class, okay.
Yeah, but
Same thing.
they're not assigned seats. It's just assigned cart.
What if that was already
Car.
booked up for this next? This train will be packed.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not from here. We'll figure it out. Regardless, we'll be on the train. Last time we had to stand for 2 hours. Hopefully not standing this time, but who knows? Oh well. We had great dinner.
The best hospitality. Yeah, best restaurant. I mean, I think people go to that restaurant and they're not even staying at that hotel.
Yeah,
they're just going because the food is so good and everything. The atmosphere.
The people working there. It's just an exceptional restaurant. And I think it's called the Clarion Hotel in Copenhagen.
Okay,
Copenhagen Airport Hotel. Really good. But then in the morning after, we took our train to our hotel in Sweden, Sweden Rock Festival. And
Salzburg?
Sölvesborg. Yeah. What do you call it?
Salzburg.
Salisbury steak.
Yes, I'm like Pittsburgh, Salzburg. No, Salisbury steak. Like you just. Anyway, yeah, you make me sound like a retard. No,
Yeah, right.
like an idiot. Okay, so that was Monday morning. We had to take a train, right?
Yeah.
And that went well, right?
Well,
how long was that train?
That train was canceled, the first one that we booked.
That's right, and we got lost. We were on the wrong side. You're like you went because you went back into the train station to get more information, and I was left with all the bags like on the one in the train tracks, like not in the train tracks, but just beside them. It was like a big cave.
Yeah,
dark. Scary. Anyway.
And when I came back,
You're like, where'd you go?
I was on another platform. So I could see her on the other side. I'm like, how the fuck?
Like, why did you move? And I'm like, I haven't. Oh, I'm going to carry the 56 bags we have, like all by myself.
Oh, it was so crazy.
You give me too much credit.
Yeah.
But and then after we figured, because you're like, where are you? And I'm like, I'm standing right there, blah blah blah. And you're like, no, that's where you are.
Yeah.
You're standing, and I'm like, well, I don't see you. And then we realized we're across from each other.
Yeah, it was so weird because it was the same track numbers and the same letters, and it was just so confusing. But depending on which escalator you took, you ended up on the left or right side of the
But we needed to be on the side that you were on, or else we would be going in a different
Oh,
direction.
yeah, that's right.
So
Yeah.
you were on the correct side. I wasn't, but that's why you did go back in to get proper information.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And since the train was canceled, it's like a commuter train, so it goes like every hour.
So we had an hour.
Yeah, we had an hour, and then we took the next one, and
That was good.
yeah, it was good. And there was like what was it, 2 hours
Yeah.
by train, and then we ended up there. We met this. When we came to Sölvesborg, we were supposed to take a taxi, or we were taking a taxi, and we met this Swiss lady.
She was, I can't think of her name.
Carol or Karen?
Yeah, I think it was Carol.
Carol,
Yeah,
yeah.
she's such a sweetheart. So we shared a cab, right?
Yeah, to the hotel.
Because she was going in with the same hotel or just the same? Yeah, same
Yeah,
hotel.
same hotel. Yeah.
She had friends that she was meeting, but they were at another hotel that was close by. But they were all going to the Sweden Rock, but she was at our hotel. So that worked out. And yeah, right?
Yeah, it was perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
So,
it was a small village.
but what was the name of our hotel?
Hanehus Hellevik.
Yeah, and
the little village called Hellevik.
Hellevik. I love the name of that.
Yeah, and we found this nice little restaurant there because we were starving. Remember?
Oh, the one. Yeah, well, okay, that took us a minute. We walked to
Yeah.
Okay, the owner took us on a tour of the whole place, right?
Yeah.
The owner, and he's a great guy, right? And introduced us to all the workers, everybody, and then they're building a pool and everything that they had planned, because it was a new hotel, right?
Yeah, he bought it before COVID, and then, well, COVID happened, obviously, so he spent a couple of years renovating.
Yeah, and
The hotel.
upscaling everything.
Yeah.
And
it's
everything
like-
smelled like fresh paint.
Yeah, it was like cutting edge,
Yeah.
top tech. Even the doorknobs, it took us 10 minutes to understand.
A little
how.
bit too much, but
It was all very advanced. Yeah, very advanced. But
a regular doorknob is too advanced for me. Okay, but yeah, you had to look. You had to look to the right, clap 3 times. I know, but if it felt like that's.
that's what I had to do
Yeah.
every single time. I tried to open. Or
Yeah, I
lock
was
the
like,
door.
what the heck? But you figured it out. 'Cause
We
you're
figured
smart.
out. Well, the only thing, and one of the reasons we booked that hotel is because it had AC. But
Wah, wah, wah.
it was not season for the AC to be enabled.
Right. There wasn't AC in the room, and we were hitting on like nothing was happening. Like it was.
Yeah, but
turned, like it was-
he hadn't turned it on, from the central,
right.
console.
So you went and asked him, and that's when he told you.
Yeah, he's like, well, we're gonna start it when it gets hotter. I'm like, we're fucking.
Yeah, after we leave.
Yeah, right.
That's okay to me. If you're starting to book your hotel, that's now.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's season.
that's what business is. But
Yeah.
that's just me.
Yeah, that was a bit strange, but I mean, I get it because he's trying to save money because electricity is incredibly expensive.
We didn't
in
get a
Sweden.
big discount, did we? I mean, no. I mean, I don't know.
we paid a lot of money. For
yeah,
that
so
hotel.
at least let us turn the AC on for 3 days.
Yeah.
Well, how many days was it? How many days did we stay there?
We stayed there 5 days, I think, because
Right.
the festival was 4 days.
And we were there 1 extra day.
Yeah,
I mean, all in all, though, I enjoyed staying there.
yeah.
It had like a full kitchen. I mean, I could have cooked a souffle. I'm not going to be doing that, but I mean, I could have. But
You could have?
I could. Well, if I knew how, I could have. But like, you had a full refrigerator and everything. So like, if we
Yeah.
bought some things at the local store, which was 24 hours, we could have a little story for that. We could, but we end up buying some juices and some water and some like little snacks that we can keep in the refrigerator. I mean, that worked out.
Yeah, everything was good there, and it was right by the ocean. A nice little like fishing village, right?
Yes.
And the 24-hour store.
Well, first, okay, so there's some cool restaurants. Did the hotel have it had a little breakfast place?
Yeah, but it was kind of like their own kitchen, so we
didn't use that at all, did we?
No, we didn't. No.
So they let us know the closest restaurants around, pizza places, this and everybody everything they recommended, which was only a handful of places. So continue on. Like, where'd we end up going?
We ended up going to, I can't remember the name of the place, but it was a nice restaurant at the harbor.
It was like 5-minute walk.
Yeah, 5 minutes. Yeah,
nice. You could like walk. You can either walk down the street that's near the ocean, or ocean water. Was it an ocean?
It's ocean, yeah.
Or it's like a nice like a bike path, kind of right there on the shore. Like that's what we ended up doing, which was so nice.
And the ocean is the Baltic Sea.
Yeah. Can you imagine, guys? So, but it was gorgeous. So that was gorgeous and beautiful.
Yeah. No, it's really nice. And I mean, you wouldn't expect it to service. Well, you kind of expect service at any restaurant, right? But it was just so like, what's the word I'm looking for? It's just nice. Like you come into someone's home essentially and having dinner and great, nice.
I could have ate their breakfast, lunch, and dinner,
Yeah.
because the atmosphere and the food both were amazing.
Yeah, really, really good. So, but then the following day, we had the first day at the Sweden Rock Festival.
Yes, which was Wednesday, June 4th.
Yeah.
Day one.
And we had bus passes because they had the Sweden Rock Festival. They organize buses to go pick up people around the area there, different hotels and different camping sites and stuff like that. So we had like we didn't have the wristband yet, but we went on the bus.
Yeah.
We had a hard because we didn't know where to go to have
the bus stop, right?
Yeah, we couldn't find the bus stop.
Yeah. How'd we get luck? How'd we?
Yeah,
find
we
it?
were walking there, and then three guys came walking towards us, and like, are you going to go with the bus?
Yeah.
We're like, yeah, follow us.
Yeah, and so we were going back the other direction. So actually, it was closer to where we were staying.
Yeah.
We walked too far.
We walked too far, and thankfully these guys came, and super friendly Swedish guys. And
awesome, yeah.
Like, okay, well, come with us, and so we found the bus stop.
Yeah.
And the bus was like 20 minutes to the festival.
And I thought we were getting a luxury. Well, I didn't know, like a luxury shuttle that you usually get like from an airport kind of thing. But that's not really. This was kind of like.
It's like a city bus.
Yeah, but better than your regular city bus, like in Vegas. I mean, not like that, but like a little bit nicer, kind of like a Greyhound type of
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But it was still packed.
Yeah.
Packed. Well, nobody had to stand really, but
a couple of times. We're going back.
That's true.
Yeah.
At once the festival got started.
Yeah. At night.
Yeah.
But was it good? I mean, I like the thing with Sweden Rock Festival is that it's organized so incredibly well. They have been doing this for 30 years or even more, I think 35 years. And every single year they improve kind of the whole organization around it to make it easier for people to get around. And the whole kind of purpose of this festival is obviously for rock music and for people to see friends in the community and experience new bands and new music. But they have really organized it really well. And from the friends we have who are playing at these festivals, they say Sweden Rock Festival is one of the best ones in the world.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, okay. Let's talk about the whole thing about getting our wristbands, our press passes, everything. How do you think that went? How do you think that is?
Yeah, so it was a bit of a confusion because we had already bought tickets. So we had bought VIP tickets.
Yeah.
Before we even knew that we will get press passes.
That's right.
And the thing, when you get press credentials, a press pass, you essentially go for free. And when we came there to pick up we had our tickets, but we also had the press, meaning they were confused, like, well, why do you have tickets when you have press? Well, we bought the tickets way before we even knew we would get press.
Yes.
So
It took. I don't know why they couldn't understand, but then again, that was our first time getting press. I mean, there are people that have the press, and this is like their 10th year in a row, so they already know the process.
yeah.
But this was our first.
Yeah, and we have already bought the tickets, so that was a bit of a confusion. So
Yeah.
but once we figured that out, we got everything we wanted or we needed. We got the wristbands. We got the wristbands for the bus. We got the press wristband. We got our lanyards with a photo pass, because you have to have a photo pass to be able to, go in the photo pit before.
Yeah.
Well, the first 3 songs is typically what we get. But so after a while, we got all that stuff taken care of. And also one of the benefits with the press was that we had access to a separate tent
Yes.
where we could store our stuff, our cameras and our microphones.
And we got a locker there.
Yeah, we got a locker there.
We ended up getting a smaller one, and I was like, I want a big, but it ended up, it's small when you look
But
at
it's
it,
deep.
but it goes way back, so
Yeah.
you can actually crawl in there. No, but it ended up working out great,
Yeah.
and it cost us nothing for that, right?
No, it was free.
So that was So, but what about the lockers outside with the general public? Did that cost them any money?
Yeah.
So okay, so we had lots of benefits having the photo pass and the press credentials.
Yeah.
So it really was beneficial in many ways.
Yeah, and we didn't mind. I mean, like I said, we paid for our tickets, and the tickets are, compared to festivals here in the U.S., they are like nothing.
Yes, exactly. Well, I mean, some of our friends here locally asked us about that because they were, and when we tell them the price and what you get for all 4 days, they're like, that's just for one day, right? We're like, no, that's for the entire. They're like, what? Like they're like shocked.
And 95 bands.
Yeah.
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 4-day festival. It's, and also the fact that we paid for VIP, which is more expensive. You get a hoodie, you get, I can't even remember what you get, but you get access to the VIP area, which is a separate area.
Right, which is great. It's you go through the general area of all the festival, but then there's a sectioned off part that's like really a VIP, and you go in there, and then there's other food, bars, tents, but you have to have the VIP to get it. And luckily, our press tent was within there.
Yeah.
So that was great.
Yeah, that was great. And it's a lot of, the bands hang out there as well. But even though I'm going to talk about VIP separately, later on, but because it's just a overselling. I can talk about it now. They're overselling, in my opinion, and this is something I mentioned in the survey as well. They're selling so many VIP tickets now, so it's almost more packed in the VIP area. I'm exaggerating, but
and we didn't notice it the first day.
No.
It was kind of like almost normal, but as the days went on, closer to like especially to Friday and Saturday, we were like, oh, we can. It's going to get more packed in VIP.
Yeah, and it was like long lines to the bathrooms and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And that's one thing as well that I know from other festivals. People are complaining about these. They have the porta potties and stuff like that.
Yeah.
This is proper bathrooms.
Yeah, I love these.
With real toilets and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
it's pretty impressive.
Yeah. So I mean, because I don't want to go to the bathroom to the typical porta potty. Like it's so scary.
Yeah, and disgusting.
But these aren't like that. These are almost like you just said. They're great.
Yeah, it's like real bathrooms.
Yeah.
So that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
But again, we had a good time. We spent most of the time when we didn't watch bands. We were in the VIP area and hanging out with friends.
Yeah, a lot of our friends were already within the VIP area anyway, so it was easy. I think only a handful. I mean, not a handful. Only a few people that we knew weren't in there, but we saw them all the time anyway when we were,
Yeah.
like Anders and things like that.
Right. Yeah. No, but it was super, super cool.
Yeah.
So,
okay, so the first day then we decided I'm going to put a little daily vlog here. The first day is Wednesday. So some of the highlights of the bands that from the first day was Nothing More, Within Temptation, Ginger, Skillet, Slipknot, King Diamond. So do you have any thoughts on any of those?
Yeah, I think that Nothing More was one of the best bands on the entire festival.
Yeah.
And we have seen them before here in the US, in Las Vegas, a couple of times, right? But they did such a great show, and they sounded great, and it was just impressive. And they played on the main stage, the biggest stage.
Yeah. And I think, didn't he say this was their first time playing Sweden?
I think so, yeah.
Sweden, period, I think.
Yeah.
So I think they went out of their way to really pull it together, and the audience seemed to like it. So I mean,
a lot of positive compliments about that gig, and like I said, it was one of the best ones on the entire festival.
And then Within Temptation was a little bit later. We've seen them multiple times too, and they're always consistently perfect, no matter what. Like Sharon and the whole band, like they never slack. They're always great. And so we watched. We didn't think we were going to say their whole set, but we ended up saying almost all of it, right? Like 80% of it.
I think we did, and they also have a Swedish guitar player. So,
that's right.
And he, before he was with a band at all, he came to Sweden Rock Festival himself.
Yeah, yeah.
So he loves it, obviously being in the home country.
And that's one of the bands that, because this is the second time we've attended the Sweden Rock Festival. And the first time was 2022.
Yeah.
And Within Temptation played that as well. And that was the first time you got to see them, and we were really close. And we had a great time. So it was just funny. This is the second time you've seen them, and it's also the second time at the Sweden Rock Festival at the same time. I don't know. It's just it's coincidental, but it's just
and I've heard some people say that they only bring back bands every fourth year. So what's different with them?
It could be through. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Was there any? I think no. I'm trying to think. Wasn't anybody else?
No.
Were they the only repeat band?
As far as I can remember, yeah.
Yeah. And then Skillet. We planned on one. We already seen them. We know they're consistent and amazing, and we really wanted to check them out again. But we were actually in VIP visiting with some friends and stuff. So we heard Skillet. We missed that set, but we could hear it in the background while we were chatting with close friends. So I'd rather see friends at that point. It was worth it to miss Skillet for our friends.
Because we have seen them so many times.
Yeah.
Even though we know, I mean, it's one of our favorite bands to watch because the show is always so much fun.
Yeah, but they're from the U.S. and they come to Vegas once a year. So I mean, like we'll see them again. Yeah. So it's like it's fine. So, and then Ginger, we have never seen, believe it or not, and they come to Vegas quite often. Matter of fact, I think next week they are. We saw a little bit of their set.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We did.
And I had some footage, but we didn't stay for the whole set. It was pretty. Is it because we were late? We couldn't get that close? I can't remember.
I can't remember either. I think that was the case. And did it start drizzling?
Maybe. And see, a lot of the bands were overlapping with other things. So it was like we already knew a few of the, like we would see just to be a little bit of the set and then go to a different one and see. So sometimes you have to do stuff. Whoever goes to festivals, you understand that sometimes you have to do that. But I think that was the case. But
I think so too, yeah.
I would have liked to have seen the entire set to make a fair assessment.
Yeah. I mean, she is so good, and she's a great front woman.
Yeah.
She is. I mean, all the musicians are also incredibly good, but she is obviously the superstar. She's Ginger, right?
I think.
But that was I want to see a full show. They, are they here next week? You said.
Yes. Well, they're opening for Baby Metal.
Oh right, yeah.
I think it's. I don't know. It's the 19th.
Okay.
It's actually because Lady Gaga is next week. We're not going yet. At this point, we may. Ginger's the following week. So,
Yeah.
I mean, so we still may with better chances probably go into that than.
Yeah, I would love to see that. And I would love to see Baby Metal as well. So
Yeah.
We'll see. But anyway, we did not see the entire show there.
But there were two big headliners, Slipknot, King Diamond that night.
Yes. So Slipknot is one of the bands that I did not like. I didn't listen to before I saw them live the first time. I saw them live the first time, 2016, I think, or 2015. And I was like, wow, this is one of the best shows I've ever seen in my entire life. And I became a fan.
And I really, why didn't we watch that whole set? I had some footage for this, and we saw a couple songs.
I think
what happened?
The sound was not that good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the show itself is always good. We stood far away, and it didn't sound so well. And it was about the time we were about to leave, I think, as well.
I think it was starting to rain, too.
Yeah.
And we already knew we were... Because our initial plan, though, weeks prior, was to see Slipknot and King Diamond following them.
Mm-hmm.
But we were tired, but not that tired. But we also knew the buses, like to getting back. I mean, we would have to wait for multiple buses. Like we probably couldn't get back to our room till like 2 a.m. We didn't want that to be us.
Yeah, because we had a we had bands we wanted to see the next day, and we had interviews booked as well. So
right,
yeah.
we knew we had to be back the next day, like first thing.
Yeah, and did we have an interview the first day?
No, but the second day.
Okay.
With Mind Palace.
So we had Night Flight Orchestra the first day.
But okay, so I totally forgot about that. Night Flight Orchestra was also the first day.
Yeah.
And that was great. We watched the entire set.
That was amazing.
I think that was the first show we saw of before Nothing More, I think.
Yes, it was, because it was one of the first bands playing.
Yeah, it was like 12:30 and 1 in the afternoon. Like,
yeah,
something like that. Whatever.
Oh, one thing also, we were able to get in early, so we saw when they opened Sweden Rock Festival.
Yeah, yes. So I'm going to throw in a bunch of footage here, and that was amazing. That was amazing. We were there we were out an hour before, or a half hour?
No, about a half hour, I think. Yeah.
That was a fiasco trying to find the way to get in. Oh, back down there. Oh no, go back down there. Go back down to that gate. We felt like we were tennis players, like, you know.
Yeah, I walked like 10 miles.
Well, eventually we got in the right. Yeah, but that was great.
That was pretty cool. And when it's like fireworks going off, and then they open up the gates and have like people running in to the festival. It was pretty cool.
And we had one woman that she almost ran right into me.
She almost fell.
Yeah, and I'm sure you're already seeing this footage right now. Under our talk. Under our voices. But yeah, that was a great, I mean, I loved that.
Yeah,
I loved it,
really cool.
loved it. Yes.
Yeah. And before that, because when we came in there, before they opened the gates, we actually met our friend Michael Stanne from Dark Tranquility, because they were playing as well. So we got to chat with him for a quick while before they opened the gates.
Yes. Yeah. They were sitting out, hanging out, and I think they had an interview. I think Sweden Rock main people were there interviewing them. They
did, and they took some photos with Michael, as well as the two of the guys from Bloodstain.
Yeah, and we ran into a few other friends. Our friend Marie,
and
she always has the the proper credentials to get anywhere in that festival. So her and a few other friends, but it was another bunch of other photographers and stuff. Like there was like 20 of them. 20.
Oh, at least.
Yeah. So that was cool, and we were amongst them.
It's our first year as with press credentials and stuff like that, and it's new for us, but was fun though. Yeah.
And then we had an interview.
We had an interview, yes.
Yes.
So we had an interview with Björn Strid, the singer from Night Flight Orchestra, as well as the singer from Soilwork.
And that was a really good experience. So we already have that on the channel of that interview, but here's a little snippet you could see. And that went well. I mean, that was our first, they take you to like a room, they had private interview rooms behind the press tent.
Yeah, essentially backstage.
And you had to, it was real, like hard to get. Like it couldn't, a regular person couldn't just walk back there. I mean, it was all.
No, it was security.
Very secured. Yeah.
Yeah, they have people standing there and checking your credentials if you are all access or access all areas and VIP. And well, VIP is a different VIP. If you are VIP as a friend of a band, that's different than VIP tickets you can purchase.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, I felt there was a couple times because I was following you back there, but it's like they saw your passes and they right away, you look like a photographer, but then me, they had to double check, and I had to keep showing them more. It was they were almost questioning like, why is this hoe bag following you? What's this whore following you? Like I'm nothing. Well, bitch, you're gonna know I'm something. But anyway, that was I kind of was offended a little bit.
Well,
but
I didn't notice that
because you were walking. They already let you in because you were like you're king of the Vikings. So
oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But don't they know fucking Xena when they see her? Anyway, but it was always the women security that did that to me. Okay. I think I looked too good. Who knows? Probably. Whatever. It's always a female thing, but they wanted to make sure that I wasn't just a.
They checked your wristband.
Yeah. And they were like, yeah.
You didn't tell me. Yeah.
Yeah, because I was just like, I was already annoyed, I'm sure, at the moment because just the way trying to organize things that I just it was kind of like that didn't happen on that day, but it was like this. It was like the second or third day.
Okay. Yeah.
But anyway, that went smooth after we interviewed him.
Yeah. Well, we were late. We only had 20 minutes, and since this was our first time, we didn't know how things were working.
Right.
So, but we had to be escorted into the interview rooms.
Right.
By someone from Sweden Rock Festival, and we didn't know how that worked, but. So we were a few minutes late, but then we set up our cameras and sitting in that little interview container thing. And
it's not soundproof at all. Yeah. And you hear, once music is on, like from, not music, but it's not piped in, but you can hear it from the stages.
Yeah, from the stages.
It's loud.
Yeah, super loud. So we had to do some work on the audio processing stuff.
Yeah, it's like cutting edge software. Thank God for that.
Yeah.
It made things better.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Remove the background noise. But
yeah.
But it was cool, and it was nice to meet him. And Night Flight Orchestra is such a great band, and he was absolutely amazing to talk to. Super friendly, and even though we only had approximately 15 minutes, it was just. But
we made the best of it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't think you should have like an interview longer than that either. I mean, the same thing we did with Cradle of Filth.
Yes.
Also have 15, 20 minutes.
Right. And that would have been longer, but the music started too.
Right. Yeah.
We were wrapping things up, but we could have had 5 more, whatever. We weren't.
Yeah.
They were still willing, Zoe and them were still ready to keep chit-chatting, but then the music started, like, the opening bands.
That was our cue.
Yeah, and we laughed about it, obviously, but it was fun. That were anyway. Getting back to this,
So we are here, checked in at the Sweden Rock Festival, and the gates just opened like an hour ago.
Yeah, and we are getting ready to see a Night Fight Orchestra within the hour, and we are pretty stoked. The weather is, I mean, it's overcast.
Yeah.
No rain. They expect some rain the other days, but today it seems like it's, well, still dry.
Yep.
But we'll see. But we are in the VIP area, so they have like tents and umbrellas, so we should be fine, even though it's going to be raining, unless it's just like a rainstorm.
Yes.
Raining from the side. But yeah, well, it looks good. We're happy.
We were able to just reserve a little locker that we have some of our press stuff and jackets, hoodies in there. So,
and we got our photo pass.
yes.
So we have access to the photo pit, which is good. We're going to be able to take a few pictures, do some short filming, typically during the first 3 songs. Well, more footage to come. This is going to be a fun event, and we hope you're going to enjoy it as much as we are here, and get you inspired to come here to Sweden Rock Festival one year.
That's all for now, and this is just part 1 of our Sweden Rock Festival from the Rockin Roundtable. Thanks for joining us. A Thursday, day 2.
Yeah.
June 5th. Some of the bands, I don't have a ton of the band, but some of the bands were the Mind Palace.
Mm-hmm.
They're set, but we also had the interview with them.
Yeah.
And Dark Tranquility was playing that day.
Yeah.
And The Warning and Korn and many others, but these are the ones that stood out.
Right. Yeah, and The Warning, thankfully we had a photo pass, so we were in the photo pit. We were able to take photos. And all in all, The Warning, that show was the best one, I think,
It was just
the
incredible.
entire festival.
First time us seeing The Warning, but we were like, oh my God, this is so much. They put on but they put on a great show but to me, I felt like they put on a better show, like just because we were there, you know? But it was amazing, and they were excited to be there. And the audience, it's like, in the beginning, I don't think the audience knew like what to expect.
Who they were,
Or like who are these chicks, you know? But like within the second song, then
they gained so many fans.
Yes.
During that show, because I've read comments on Facebook and all the different news channels like, wow, The Warning. I never heard of The Warning before, but they blew everyone away.
Yes.
So
it's just
they totally gained a lot of fans, and they played a lot of festivals during the summer.
And the sound though was amazing, and they changed. I think they were like halfway through, and then they had a little chit chat amongst the 3 of them. They're like, we're changing set list a little bit. So they added 3 extra songs that they didn't do at the other festivals.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I can't think of all the 3. Well, one of them is that Dust to Dust, where Pal, the drummer, she sings.
Yeah.
So they didn't do that all the other festivals. I know they didn't, but they added that one, and then it was like 2 others that they added. So they just, because their set was an hour and 15 at the Sweden Rock,
Okay.
and the other festivals that came after that, their set was like an hour. So if you think about it, they had 15 extra minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So 3 extra songs. I'm not complaining.
No, and that was so good, and we got some really good photos.
Oh yeah,
from that show.
We were right up front, guys. We were like, those of you who love The Warning, you probably would have just probably fainted right there. Yeah, it was just
Yeah, it was amazing. It was just astonishing that we had those, and it was so funny because the photographers, the real photographers,
they had
all this like multiple cameras with all these very long lenses and stuff like that. We came up with iPhones
and the gimbal.
Yeah,
I mean, did we have our other camera with a little bit of a lens? Yeah, but we didn't feel like we needed it.
Yeah, we didn't use it. And I mean, iPhones and Samsungs, they're
4K anyway.
Yeah, they're. I'm not saying as
They're not-
good,
they're
but
not,
they're
but-
very, they're still good.
Yes. Yes, but I felt so out of place. I felt like I snuck in, like where I'm not supposed to be. But at first, once the other photographers got used to seeing our faces, they didn't care, you know. So,
Yeah.
but it was funny. But we still got great footage. I mean, great, and you know,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm. Well, it was a bit awkward, you know, coming in with the, you know, not professional cameras.
I know. I feel like I shouldn't be here.
Even though we had it, but I think it was still in the locker,
Yeah.
the professional camera. But oh well, that was a fun experience though, and we took more photos on different bands. But you know, fun stuff.
But then we had an interview, a second interview of the festival, but a first interview of that day, and that was with the guy from Dino
Yeah.
and Jenny from the Mind Palace.
Yeah.
And what a great interview. I love that interview.
Yeah. Great people.
I could just be, I mean, I could hang out with them all day. I mean, they're great. Yeah.
Wonderful people and a great band as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was fun.
And they're when we interviewed them, it was like in the afternoon. It was like 2:30-ish, but I think their set was like at 5-ish.
6 o'clock.
Yeah, a couple hours later. So we just got and we were there up front, and what a great, and they were played in the tent, which is still a great. You could still fit like 1,000.
Oh, it's humongous
people.
tent.
Yeah.
I don't know how many people, but it was.
It was good.
Yeah, it was good. And we took some photos at that show as well, up front there in the photo pit, and it sounded
And then
so
watch
good.
the rest of the show. Obviously,
And Jenny, she's such a. She's like. Well, obviously she's a great singer, but also kind of manages the audience, and you know, she is just such a professional. Like she's been doing this for 50 years.
Yeah. I mean, she's just has this stage presence that front woman, front man should have, and she has it. So it's just like she had the audience eating out of her hand every time she did this.
She had a really good, cool outfit as well.
I loved it, and her hair is gorgeous, and she's gorgeous. So and her voice is angelic.
Yeah,
right.
Great band. Yeah, check out Mind Palace, the Mind Palace, if you haven't. They have, I think, 3 videos right now. We have done a reaction on one, and we're planning to do the other 2 as well. Moving forward here, so But it's a great band, really good band.
So then then Dark Tranquility, we checked them out. They're friends of ours. Obviously, we know them. We watched their whole set. That was later. That was early evening. I think it was day. It was still daylight, but it was like 7-ish, I think. But then we were going to stay for Korn, but we didn't.
No.
I can't even remember the other. There was, of course, there's tons of bands, but there was only a few. But I think we did we had to catch that bus because we did from the bus from the night before. It was how packed it was to get back to our hotel. Everyone was thinking what we were thinking. And we thought we were going to be special, like way ahead of the game. Well, there was like 300 other people that are way ahead of the game as well. So, you know, anyway, we left a little bit early, and it worked. It was okay. It worked out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm like, I never listened to Korn really, so I was not.
I wanted you to see at least, I've seen them multiple times and I love them, but like, I wanted you to at least see a couple of them, but you'll have your chance. Yeah. I mean, they're an American band. So yeah. So then we're back to our room, and then sleeping, waking up for the 3rd day.
Yeah.
And that will be Friday, day 3, June 6th.
Yeah.
We had a lot of things. We had Bloodstain that day, and Crazy Licks, Orbit Culture playing, and we had an interview set with them.
With Orbit Culture, yeah.
Yeah, and then Scorpions later that night. Like, so it was a full day. It was packed with a lot of exciting things. And so we came in through security. We were also allowed to come in, like, mind you, it wasn't just the first day. Every day, if you have a press pass, you can get in is it a half hour early? A little bit earlier before the public.
Yeah.
a little. So
Yeah.
and we did that.
Yeah.
That way you can walk through the entire festival. There's like only the workers. It's just trying to like,
Setting up shop.
Yeah, and so it's easy. But by the time we got to the press tent, and we're putting things in our locker, getting situated for my phone. I lost my phone. I had it hung on one of those little fancy things that I get off Amazon because I didn't want to. I thought, anyway, it worked great for the first day, and the second day actually. But anyway, but you were skeptical. You were skeptical.
Yeah, I
from
said
the beginning.
Yeah, because the whole reason why you got those to begin with was because they had like a ban of bags. You could not
bag man.
Yeah, you could not bring your bags. But since we had press pass, we had our equipment, so we could have our bags.
Right.
But you insisted to have that phone hanging on a lanyard every single day, and I'm like, this is not going to work. You're going to lose it.
And you were right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, the third day, the Friday.
So we backtrack. By now, people are just about ready to come in, but the crowd really hasn't come in yet. So we backtracked, and it was starting to rain too, like drizzle. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, we went back. We retraced our steps, didn't find anything. Asked security, they were like, thought we were crazy. And then we went to, but then
Lost and found,
and they were nice, but they were like, it's too early. Like, come back in a couple hours, so somebody could find and hopefully turn it in. So we're like, I mean, that made sense, yes.
Yeah.
But we're like, okay. And we were just devastated. I mean, I hate the fact that our phones have become what they've become to us. I mean, but it's our fault. Like, no one made it. Like, it's our own fault.
Yeah.
But the entire planet is doing this. So, and I'm not a lose my phone kind of person. Like, I have friends that like every other week they lost their phone back in the day. Like, I'm like, how could you? Or a cracked screen, never happened to me.
Yeah.
So, I'm very good with that. So the mistake was trusting something else.
Yeah.
And you saw that, and
I told you
wish I would.
I told you multiple times, since you were able to bring your bag in, why don't you keep it in a bag?
Right.
But you insisted.
Well, it's because when I ordered that, this is before we got press passes and all that stuff, photo pass. And so I was like, we can't bring back no bags, guys. I said, if it can't fit in your pocket, you ain't bringing it in. And that's you're not bringing that in. Sorry. But it's just like, okay, wow, not even a clear bag, anything, not even a fanny pack. So then, if you have a jacket, yes, you could stuff everything you want in your jacket. But I was like,
well, like cargo pants.
Yeah, so I did wear cargo pants the first day, and I was able to keep some stuff in the cargo. But I was just like, but later, but getting back to what you were saying, we were permitted to have the bags because we had the photo pass. But I was like, I'm stubborn. As you could tell,
I would call it idiotic, but stubborn is good too.
Okay, that like if I went out of my way to adjust everything to because it was a bag ban, but let me use it because I spent $14. But it had a passport holder too, which ended up working out too. But then once I lost the phone, I was like, I'm not gonna lose a passport because that's like worse to me. Well, I don't know. It's all bad, but passport is probably worse.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So then we kept trying to call the phone, blah, blah, blah. But then it was like 2.5 hours in.
Yeah, I kept calling the phone and it was just going to voicemail. And I'm like, it's a good thing that it's still coming through because that means no one has turned it off.
Right.
Kind of trying to steal it.
Right.
And, also we didn't know if someone had found it, and we didn't know where you lost it either. So it was just a lot of confusion. But we talked, when you said you backtracked, because you're like, you had it on the bus when
I did.
Got off the bus.
Yes.
So it has to be somewhere here. But so we kept calling and went to see bands and then came back to the press
miserable.
tent. Yeah. Came back to the press tent and I called again, and I think I called a second time while we were there just right after.
Yeah.
and someone picked up.
Someone answered. And
Yeah.
you were talking to somebody. I'm like, oh, that's a good thing. Someone answered it. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
And it happens to be the head of security at Sweden Rock Festival. Someone had given him the phone, and he picked it up and picked up the call, and he's like, "I'm actually in VIP, and we were in the press tent, which is inside of VIP. So we just walked out, and he met us there, at the entrance to the press
Right.
area."
Oh, I thank the Lord.
Yeah.
We owe him our firstborn puppy. Well, maybe not the first one.
I'm not giving the puppy.
No. Okay. A baby, yeah. No.
Yeah, that's a different thing.
But I gave him a hug also. I wish I took a photo with him. I don't
Yeah.
know. I mean, he was so friendly and just nice and just grateful that we were whatever. It was just
Yeah.
oh my God.
But that's the thing with Sweden Rock Festival. Also, I said it was well organized, but also they have the same people coming back working year after year. And this guy has probably been there for 30 years.
Yeah.
And he loves it. All the people who work there, they love it.
Yeah.
because the crowd is so nice and there's no drama, there's no fighting, or I mean, people are getting drunk, but no crazy stuff going on.
I mean, there's a lot of drama. Okay. It was on the way back. It was after the show, taking the bus packed with a bunch of drunk Swedes, middle-aged, mind you, drunk Swedes. And it was like, oh my God. Like, that's when you could tell how much drinking they actually do.
Yeah, drink all day.
Yeah,
Because most of them start drinking like in the morning, I think.
Yeah.
And the festival opens at 11, and some of them come in
drunk
from their camping site, already drunk.
Well, those people from the camping site we didn't see. Well, I mean, they weren't on the bus. We saw them, but yeah.
It's interesting to see,
Yeah.
like middle-aged people behaving
behaving
teenagers.
badly. Yeah, they were like it was like college behavior, in other places. But this was like people in their 50s and their 60s.
Yeah.
Anyway, but they were having fun. They were
Yeah,
definitely
having fun. Yeah, and this is the time of the year they absolutely love to come to Sweden Rock Festival, and maybe that's the highlight of their year. They can party. Yeah.
So we had the Orbit Culture interview. Also, that went well.
Mm-hmm. Was really well.
And the set went well. It started storming to halfway through their set, and people had to take cover. Well, we took cover. Other people still had their raincoats on, but then it was just brief, and then we saw the last of the set. So when the clouds broke, so that was great.
And Orbit Culture, they did an amazing set.
Yeah, and a amazing interview too. Great bunch of guys. Just really, we enjoyed it. A great conversation.
Yeah, Niklas and Fredrik.
Yes.
Yeah. And they told us the album is coming out October 3rd.
Yeah.
2025. Mm-hmm. And it was, like you said, it was really, really cool to finally meet them, because it's a new band to us, really.
Yes. And they told us some scoop, but our interview with them is up on the channel now. Mm-hmm. So we will link it in the description, and check that out if you haven't.
Yeah. But we talked to them half an hour or something.
Yeah.
Because they're like, we have plenty of time. So.
Yeah, they weren't in a rush.
Yeah.
I mean, and it was just it became so casual and just great, right?
Yeah.
It was good experience.
Yeah, really cool. We hope to see them here in Las Vegas after the new album comes out, and they tour the U.S.
Now, the big headliner in the end of that night was Scorpions, which we have seen multiple times. Great, iconic band,
and we will see them again here next month.
So we had a feeling we were like, well, if we have a lot of energy late at night, at the end of if we'll stay a little bit, but it depended, right? It depended if we were gonna be in VIP or it just depended how the situation.
Yeah, and
was.
we were still jet lagged,
very much.
Yeah. But we did get a chance to meet our friend Jens and his wife Linnea before the show, and he is Mickey D's manager, the drummer
Yes.
from Scorpions.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So we hung out with them.
We had dinner with
Yeah.
everybody ate my suggestion, which was this. Everybody was walking around like with these
right.
bag of it was like potato chips, right? But it was like everybody is with normally you would open a bag of chips through the top or whatever, but it was like sideways and it was like cut open and people are eating with a fork, and I'm like, it was called dirty chips. So it was like nachos, pretty much their version of nachos, but with Euro meat, right?
Yeah.
And peppers, spicy, other like not too many vegetables, just a few, but a lot of meat and a lot of
Jalapenos
and on these chips. And we had that with, and we like ate like it was just amazing.
That was really good. I never seen anything like it.
Yeah.
But it's a good idea. Yeah, they call it kebab meat.
Yes, and it's really hard to find in the U.S. for some reason, but there it's real popular, and it's they put it with even on pizzas, on everything. So
Yes, yeah.
they're very creative with it. But that was early, that was like dinner time, and we had but then later on that night the Scorpions we didn't end up staying.
Yeah, it was me. I was the one who got super tired. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
And I was just thankful. I already had my phone back. Everything was just like the day ended up being an amazing day, but it started off dreadful because of that. But it ended up being amazing day.
Yeah.
And we were like, you know what? I'm good. I think we can go back to the room, get some rest because I'm good. I'm so thankful.
Yeah.
For life in general, and for you. So I think we were happy to leave and just get some rest.
I have no regrets.
Yes.
No regrets.
Yeah. Now, because of all the stress in the beginning of the day, because I lost my phone and everything, and it was rainy, I was like, started feeling a little bit under the weather. I wasn't sure. I was like, a little bit in my throat, a little bit like scratchy, but you didn't even like, are you getting sick? It wasn't like apparent, but to me it was, but I was like, I'm not sure. It just because it was stormy weather, I had stress. But I was like, I don't know, but we'll see. Let's just pretend it's not there. So we got back. We got rest. Went, in our room and everything. But I knew that I was coming down with something.
Yeah.
And by the next day, which was Saturday, right, June 7th, day 4.
Yeah, the last day. Yeah.
Yeah, and we had plans. We had we had a few we had Metalite and Syra.
Interview with Syra. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean and possible interview with Metalite. I mean we knew we were going to have like during the meet and greet and stuff too. We had some plans. It was an easy day because there wasn't a ton of things, but it was a busy earlier part of the day.
Yeah.
And we tend to wrap things up and but time in the morning, I'm like, I can't, like, I don't feel good. Like you go, and you still felt great.
Yeah.
So you went without me. Day 4, you went solo.
I did. It was the best day.
Me too. I got to sit back and make my own dirty chips. No, I'm just
Yeah, no, it was too bad. But I went there early so I could see Metalite.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you got up front and got some great photos.
Yes, I did. And Metalite is it's also a Swedish band, and they're so incredibly good.
Yeah.
Great songs. It's very modern, melodic metal, and incredible vocalist, Erica.
Yeah. And I got to meet her the first time we went, and we have a great selfie, and it was quick, but it was like we get to, and we had a great time with them, but then we became kind of acquaintance friends,
That's actually a repeat band. So they
that's the other one. Right,
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
So Within Temptation and Metalite.
Yeah.
Yeah, so because I knew the bass player before, I've known him for 10 years plus, probably, so.
And you got to see him, of course. And
right. So, and like I said, we became friends with them, and great show. Always perfect sound, super professional, and like I
Yeah.
said, very very good songs. And we have some reactions on the channel, Metalite, but let's put
Well,
that.
we're going to continue to do more.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's put the link in the description for that as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then you got to see Syra. Syra, how do you pronounce that? Syra.
Yeah.
And
I think so. Yeah.
I'm kind of disappointed that I wasn't there for that because I've met Jake when he was in Amaranth multiple times and hung out backstage, kind of a thing. So like he would have remembered me from Las Vegas. So, but I couldn't. I wasn't there. But anyway, you got to enjoy. You got to have a good photo op with them. You went up in the photo pit and everything. And did you get to talk to any of them?
Well, we talked to the guitar player the day before. Remember?
That's
with
right.
Jens. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was too bad. And we had an interview scheduled with them, and we had to cancel that, obviously, since you. Not obviously, but I didn't want to do an interview by myself without you. So
No.
yeah. So.
And at that point I was like, well, does this because our trip basically was in the first week, and we were going to be in Sweden for 2 more weeks.
Yeah.
And I was like, is this going to be the downfall of the downhill from the whole thing? Like, is it going to be horrible? Like, and like you came. You had a successful day without me.
Yeah.
The best day ever.
Yeah.
And then you came back, and I got some rest actually. And the next day, and I wasn't feeling worse, so I was slowly getting better pretty quickly. And that, thank goodness.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah, and that day, day 5 for us when we were going, leaving Sweden Rock Festival.
Yeah.
Our good friend Micke Ringdahl came and picked us up, actually. So he drove 2 hours from his hometown to pick us up and took us back to his hometown because we couldn't get a rental car in Sölvesborg.
Yeah, on a Sunday.
On a Sunday, yeah.
That was June 8th. So, wait, June 7th. Wait, no, that was June 8th. Sorry. So, yeah. So he took us to
Växjö.
Växjö.
Yeah.
And how do you know him?
I know him through our mutual friend, Björn Englén, who lives in Los Angeles. He has played with Yngwie Malmsteen, Quiet Riot. He's in The Disciples, and he has his own band called Soul Sign. And they just released their second album, Desert Fire.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Very good. Yes. Yeah.
And a great band. He has Mark Bowles on vocals. So check them out as well. Really good band. They had just had the release party yesterday, July 11th in Los Angeles.
I wish we could have been there. But
Yeah.
Getting back to Mickey, like he drove, 2 hours?
Yeah, 2 hours.
To pick us up. I mean, like, so amazing. Like, did we have to give him anything? Would you?
No,
Do we pay him?
I tried to pay him. He refused to take any payments. Thankfully, I bought some guitar strings for him, so at least was something I could give back, but not enough.
Right.
Yeah. Taking 5 hours out of his day on a Sunday to pick us up, and it was good. So good to see him again because I haven't seen him in a long time.
Right.
Yeah.
And and I still wasn't feeling. That was day 2 for me not feeling well, so I was just sniffling in the back, just quietly. I didn't care. I was just resting, and you guys were chattering away
In Swedish.
demon talk. No.
Viking talk.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was great, and you guys, it was great, and we got to the car rental place. We had
Yeah, and
was it a Tesla?
it was
Was it
not a Tesla. It was a Lexus.
Lexus? Sorry.
Yeah, a 350 Lexus SUV, and that was it was a hybrid.
Oh, one of those, right?
Yeah, and when we got the keys and packed our bags inside of the car and was about to leave, and We didn't know how to get to
I mean, the car rental guy, whatever. He's like, here, blah, 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 and he was out of there. Like, I'm sure he went back in the building, but like it was like he left. Like he,
Well, he left actually because he just dropped off the car there.
yeah. So we're like, so we're sitting there and we're like, how do you turn it on?
Yeah.
Like, when you stick your key in, you're like, it's not like that, blah blah blah. So
Yeah.
I'm like,
we had to use ChatGPT to know how to start the car.
yeah.
And while we were trying that, the alarm went off, and it was just a nightmare. It was just super awkward. Like, how stupid can you get? Not be able to start the car. But since it was a hybrid, it was no engine sound.
So when we thought this car was not started,
Yeah.
it had started.
Yeah.
I mean, it was on. But
Just had to, put it in. It's automatic.
Well,
but,
that was another thing, trying to get the stick shift, because it was very like touchy. Like, it wasn't like, like an old school stick shift.
Yeah.
You know what's hitting.
But
You
it was automatic, but you had still to put it in drive. But
Right.
It was a bit. And I used to have a BMW M4 convertible. It was a similar type of way to get that into drive. But this one was a bit different, so I couldn't figure it out. But eventually we did. And
Yeah, it didn't take you long.
It took us like more than 10 minutes to actually get out of the parking lot.
Yeah. And we had a long, like, was it 4 or 5 hours drive?
5 hours.
Yeah, but a long trek. So, but it was going to be an enjoyable one, but we had to at least get on the road.
Yeah.
Like, all the back, everything was set in the car. The car would look fine. We were like all ready to go. But, once we got then things were good, right?
Yeah. Was all good. And we then we got, hungry. We had to find a place to
That was
eat.
kind of weird because
Yeah.
it wasn't as easy as we thought.
No, it was not.
Where did we end up stop? I can't even remember. So that wraps up today's Talkfest for our trip, including the Sweden Rock Festival extravaganza and Sweden.
Yeah. Beautiful.
If you like our content and you like what we do, don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, and comment below.
And share the video with your friends and family and your enemies.
But until next time, we will catch you on the flip side.